Are we rolling live? Do we have that? Okay. Oh my God. Joking. I'm a joking machine. Oh, baby. Make you giggle, baby. Gonna tickle, gonna nickel. I can't even think of anything that rhymes with tickle. Nickel, bickle, I don't know. But you know what I found? I found a gold coin. In the middle. Oh my God, now taint that something. See what I did there? Nobody knows. You know what I mean? This is your first time here? Welcome to this wonderful world of the LA School of Comedy. Tonight it's Manic Monday, and in New York it's Monday Madness, and that's why I always get confused of where I am and what I'm doing. And here at the LA School of Comedy, we do so many things besides stand-up. We have a new acting class, the Film Actor Shop, under the direction of Aaron McIntyre. I'm so proud about that because he's got big shots on TV. We also have podcasting, and now, before you sneak out, the marketing director, Billy Ramirez, is here for all of your media needs. Please don't ask me to edit something for you. And LMU is here. Let's give it up for them. They're working hard trying to figure out what can they say about me, because I have to tell you something. When you see a guy that says in Patterson, man, I used to fuck with her, you're like, no, I didn't do that. I couldn't have done him. I didn't. Please, somebody put him to sleep. Oh my gosh. I was so in love with this one guy, Jose Gonzalez, that I forgot to say give it up for Johnny B on the board. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, every time I saw this guy, I would like fall out on the floor. I was like, he's so hot. And then like 2 years later, he was borrowing $5 for beer. It was crazy. I got invited to see Zoot Suit, and the guy says, I paid for the play, you could pay for dinner. And we went to McDonald's. And I still didn't want to pay. I just thought it was terrible. Has anybody seen Felix Le Chat? Has anyone ever seen the pornographic animated movie? Never?
Do you have a DVD?
Dude, it is the craziest thing. And I went with this guy back in the day of Saturday Night Fever. They would wear, this stuff called Kiana, which is now my cousin's names. Kidding. But it was a Kiana shirt, and like it hugged them like John Travolta. And I was with this guy, lied to my mother. I said he was 19. He wasn't. And I wasn't 17. And all I could tell you is that I went to go yawn, and I hit the top of my cigarette on the top of his Nova, and it fell on his shirt, and it's flammable. That's why they took it off the market. And all of a sudden, he was doing the funky worm, you know what I'm saying? He said, you better not burn my Kiana. So I was just like, burn his Kiana. And then he's like, would you rather smoke pot or drink? And I was like, pot, totally, because you're in control. And he's like, well, I don't have any, so we're going to do this. And it was called Wild Irish Rose. I thought, what a nice name. I was so gone that when I woke up, I was with drag queens on 42nd Street, begging them to get me to New Jersey. Begging them. You know when the bowl is your friend, when it's nice and cool, and you don't even care who is sitting there last? Those things have happened. So, again, what we do here, we have a new class called also The Right Club, and that's under the direction of Dustin Chafin. It's really good because we have people from all over that are doing things. You know, when you look at Aaron, he has a place in Berkeley, and now he's here. And you guys who do comedy, you're going to need a coach. You're going to think you know the script. You're going to think you're funnier than the writer. And the writer's going to get mad because he wants his words read a certain way. And his method of teaching is totally not like mine. So you'll really enjoy him, okay? And he's nice to you. He's nice to you. He's nice to you. And so, you never know what's going to happen. There's the long of it, the short of it. And I say, let's get this party started with the comedy of Lee Shorts.
Yeah!
Oh, good. It's short. Yeah, thank you. Thinking of me. Short. I'm short. Meant to be. So thank you for the great introduction. I always look forward to it each time. I'm going to break the fourth wall for a little bit just because I got to try to tell you 3 minutes, in 3 minutes, my whole life story. Twice. Okay. Are you ready for that? Here it is. Okay. Well, But for one thing, I'm glad I just made it out. That's great to be here. Anywhere but where I was before here is good, really. And that place was my house, pretty much. And I broke again one of my favorite girlfriend's things again. I think I got a streak on here. It's horrible. So coming here, it's just like, I welcome actually the anxiety, the fear of judgment, and that's welcome things, compared to what's probably would be happening to me right this moment at home. So I fled. I fled here. It's a relief. Yeah. But anyway, there are brighter sides to things, I guess. I was, so I was getting a hot dog, and somebody came up to me and said, "Are you a New Yorker?" And this was a while ago, but it doesn't matter. It's incidental, okay? And I said, yeah, I'm from a hospital in the Bronx. I was born in the Bronx. And he's like, yeah, wow, damn, rough place. Geez, how'd you manage it? I'm like, well, the hospital was pretty safe. Wasn't no trouble there. Then delivery room was, I had some questions about that. A little concerning. The nurse there, she had this tattoo. She looked a little sketchy. She's looking at me like she wanted something from me. I didn't know what it was, and looked at her. She's maybe kidnapped me, steal me. I don't know. But I was a newborn, and I was anxious a little bit. It's probably overreaction, honestly. Like I always do, anyway. But I got through it. So, but start a new host job. It's doing okay. Get flustered really easily, trying to keep track of the wait staff, keeping everything going. It's just a mess. And then they expect me to just calm down and just say the names, which is crazy because we have this PA system that's just horrible. Or myself, and so every time I say it, as much as I try to say it, it's like this. 50 people come over to me and they're like, "Did you call us?" No. I said, no. And then one lady was really mad. She comes over and she's like, I'm not coming over here again. And I said, listen. I'm trying to bring it down. I said, listen. Imagine your name in the most unintelligible, garbled fashion. You hear that? There's a good chance when you come over, your table will be ready. She kind of stormed off with this look but I held my ground though. It didn't rattle me. Felt good. But then I come home, after that, and I come home with this ridiculously happy golden retriever that thinks I'm God almost. And, I could have robbed a bank or pushed an old lady. Same greeting every single time. Unconditional love. I'm sick of it. Had enough of that. I need an animal that'll judge me. Get my life together. Get with it, Lee. And I'm thinking, looked up dog breeds, and I'm thinking, apathetic, judgmental, indifferent, no luck. But then I'm thinking, cat. That's it. Cat. Got it. And then I get a cat, cozy on up to the cat. And the cat's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you look like a mess. You look like you did something horrible, and get away from me. Your hands are dirty and probably been burying bodies in the backyard or something. Don't even think about petting me. Don't even think about it. In fact, never pet me again. But I make it. I make it through somehow. Somehow I do it. But I do it, through hosting and crazy golden retriever and birth. I managed to get through birth. So, but thank you all for listening. Appreciate it. Oh, you can find me at lee.shorts.585 forward or backwards .1234. You find that? You're amazing.
So does that imply that Lead Dot Shorts 1 was already taken?
I was disappointed.
It implies like 540.
I feel like I just had a pop quiz in math. I hate math. That's okay. I do. I got fired from a job. No, numbers are terrible. I was, you know when they're doing those things, those auctions, and it was the rich and famous? What was his name? Robin Leach of the Rich and Famous. And I was working with Meatloaf on something, right? And he was a singer back in the day. And so I had a few drinks, and I was out there, and they were doing like for a yacht rider, and they were like 5,000. I was like 15,000. And the next thing I knew, I heard myself say 35,000. And the next thing I heard was, "You have to leave now." And I lost my job. And I don't know why I did that, but that was fun. And they had so much fun with me, too. I made it go up. I made it go high. Listen, we would not be here to have this fun tonight without this gentleman. Have a seat. Come on in. Without this gentleman who is doing something wonderful with acting, as well as with the LA School of Comedy. I appreciate him, and so will you. We never get tired of the comedy of the one and only Aaron McIntyre. Let him hear you.
Oh yeah. Hi. This is a new mask. It's the new mask, so everybody should get one because it's a new trend. I'm actually after I get this thing off, I'm thinking about going for the part in the live action version of Despicable Me. Right? I'll be Gru. You know. Hello there. How are you? You know, it's not bad, right? Very good. Hello. Yes, I'm bad guy. You know, I'm looking around the room. Not too many people of color here. You know, just we got a few. I prefer more people of color because white people, you're always fucking judging me. You know, why are you always judging me? You know, black people don't judge me. They fucking convicted me, and guilty. I was trying to think of what I was going to do tonight. Either Gru, right, or like some kind of mole guy, you know. I think that'd work. I wrote some stuff. I'm just going to do something. You know, one of the things I was thinking about before, I'm talking about this before, the Bible. I just fucking love that book. You know, it's like it's not really a book though. It's a blog. It's a big long blog. You know, a bunch of people wrote in it. You know, it's like, here's my opinion about what goes on, and it's kind of like two books in the same book. Am I right? You know, it's like one of them is we're all love and you are special and you are blessed and you are blessed and you're blessed, especially you're blessed. And then the other one is, you know, if your fucking kid talks back to you, you fucking smack the shit out of them. Am I right? Fucking asshole. They're always killing people too. They killed a lot of people, you know. And then 10,000 were smited, and they killed them for the stupidest reasons, right? I mean, really dumb reasons. I mean, how many people are wearing like a cotton blend? Or, you know, polyester, right? Now, how many people are wearing only one kind of fabric? Nobody's, so we should all be dead. Because you're not supposed to wear anything that's got, like, you know, two different... God, my brain is foggy. Two different materials. That's what it is, materials. And you don't want to plant two things at the same time. How many people played football? Anybody play football? You fucking touched pigskin, you should be dead. You should fucking be dead. That's all there is to it. And what if I don't think that my brother who just died's wife is hot? Right? Because I got to take care of that bitch for the rest of her life. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of her life, her and her snotty little fucking kids. You know. Because, you know, they go through all that stuff. There was another one. You don't want the snotty kids. You don't want the uncle, and they made that poor Moses guy really work hard. Really work hard. That guy must have been exhausted. That's a lot of years, and I think he lived like 600 and some years. Billy, you should know, because you're Hispanic, right? You're Latino. Don't you guys fucking love that book? You know, that blog. Excuse me. It's different in Spanish. They don't do that. Also, I have 2 daughters. So I'm thinking about selling them into slavery. I think I get quite a bit for them. My one daughter is a prison guard. She's a prison guard at a juvenile detention center, but it's in New Zealand, so they're like prisoner light. You know, they're juveniles too. You know, so it's like a kiddie prison. You know, so it's a kiddie prison where they play games and stuff like that. They've got fucking animals. Okay, they've got like a petting zoo at the fucking juvenile detention center, and you walk in, and all of the people who work at the detention center are all New Zealanders. You know, a lot of them are Maori, and so they come up to, hey, what's up? They're all fucking happy to be working in this place, and I just went and visited her, and she was talking about these people who. Oh yeah, I read it in the paper that they released the names of these 2 guys who stabbed a guy in Auckland. They murdered him. It was like a road rage thing, and she goes, yeah, one of them was he was in my my ward there, and yeah, he was actually a really nice kid. Yeah. But. Some more about the Bible. I'm just fascinated by this thing and people's obsession with how much love it's supposed to be purporting. It doesn't purport very much love to me, because if you go, Moses had to get them away from the Philitites and the Hittites and the Minites and the fucking Philicites and Hermaphrodites and all the dites. They had all the dites. There was just way too many fucking dites, and they had to get him away from there. And there was one where I think one of the things that they say is that in Exodus they talk about how everybody who's born, what they're actually saying is that each group of people. Yes, take care of the transaction. It's $10, 10 minutes, and you're wasting my time because my time. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something about the Hematites and the Bibles. Too many ites. The what? The cellulites. The troglodytes. The troglodytes. All the dites. Yeah, but that's what it was. Exodus is talking about all the different groups. We got the of course the tall whites with the privilege. They get the world, and that's because they were born as twins, and one of them was holding the other one's heel. What does that mean? He was holding on to his heel, and because he was holding on to his heel, then that means that the other one was going to work for him for free. So I just don't get that. He was just they make people make way too much shit. Way too much shit. Like temples where it's like, and they go through. They should have references in the Bible because it's way too long. They talk about how you're going to build an ark, and they go through the whole fucking recipe. The whole recipe for an ark is like, it's got to be 1 cubit by 1 cubit. It's got to have silk, and it's got to have this, and it's got to have grommets on the side, and they have to be brass, and these have to be gold, and these have to be blah blah blah, and then there's horns coming. It's like, Jesus Christ, this really really elaborate thing just to hold a fucking couple of rocks that are written on, to hold the. Those are the tablets, rocks. They were just rocks, and So then God says, now Moses, now go tell your people. And he keeps saying, tell your people, tell your people. So he goes down and he tells the people, they got to go through the whole fucking recipe again. The whole thing. And you're like, Jesus, I already knew how to make one. All you had to do is say, see chapter 1. If you don't know how to make one, see chapter 1. It'll tell you. And but they go through this whole thing. And then when they build it, they got to do some more. And they even getting clothes for his brother. And oh, my God. Anyway, there was a lot of working going on. And you know why? Because they didn't have any fucking thing else to do. Right? They didn't have the internet. They didn't have TV. They didn't have, they didn't have anything to do. And so they just fucking walked around and built shit. For God, who is a jealous God. He's a jealous guy. He sounds like a really, really bad girlfriend, if you ask me. It's like, make me this, get me that, I'm jealous. Why are you talking about that other God? Anyway, you guys have been great. Only one other thing, God, if you're gonna right, He wants you to go to heaven. What is heaven supposed to be? They don't tell you. They don't tell you what it's like. And a bunch of people made a bunch of shit up about clouds, and there's a guy, with a harp and the gates and stuff like that. Reincarnation sounds way better to me because, you never know what you're going to get. All right. Thank you very much.
Listen, man, I need your nose in this jacket. I look like a Grinch. We look like the Grinch. Are you coming back, brother?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Gotta go get his Bible.
All right, okay. Don't start any strange shit here. Listen. Let me tell you something. We're going to, okay. Right, because that's the kind thing to do. If you guys have to do anything, if you want to go to the bathroom, do anything, just please do it when I'm on stage, because this way some people want their set and they want it clean and they don't want people to walk in on it. So I'm just saying that. And also, if you're new here, remember when the light comes on, that means you have 2 minutes, and we're going to make sure that you guys are going to get off the couch as we give you the comedy of the one and only Sean Grouch. Let's hear it, Sean. Come on.
What's going on? What's going on? Thank you. That was a good set. She said you went to, you're in acting now.
Yeah.
I figured you went and got a nose job on us already. Yeah. Already fancy. Your whole little skit kind of scared me, man. You got me thinking. Like, the way you just kind of compared, like, the Bible and social media. That just got me thinking, like, when they find our shit in a few hundred years, like, are they going to think that's, like, the word? They going to, some of the shit that's being written on social media, it really is just a big fucking blog. They going to find our shit and think the worst. God damn. No, that was a good call out to her. First, when you said people of color, I thought we was kind of you being Latino and shit. And then I'm like, I finally saw you back there. Like, come into the light, brother. Didn't see you up there. When you came in, I got super comfortable. Oh, shit. No. How's everyone doing? I'm Sean Gooch. Thanks for having me. First time here. So you guys are popping my cherry. So please be rough with me or gentle. Whatever you're into, I'm down. Hey, I'm new to California, so I'm basically like California progressive now. I've been about 3 years now, so I'm progressive where I think I'm better than other people. I'm that guy. We can get along now because, one of my best friends is gay. So, for a long time, I used to get mad at white people to be like, I can't be racist. I have a black friend. But now I get it because I can't be homophobe. I got a gay friend. All those years I spent, being homophobic. I grew up in 90s hip hop, so that's a pretty homophobic area. But our friendship just wipes away all that shit. Those years of homophobic training. Nah, but I do still do dumb shit that white people do for us, because I don't know if y'all do. Like, y'all come up to us and sometimes only talk to us about black shit. Man. I don't know if y'all knew we came in. Look, we just had a whole hip hop conversation a second ago. It was a great one. It was about the Gap Band. We was talking about Charlie Wilson. We was talking about, I don't know how many of y'all have talked to him about Charlie Wilson, but I've been here for 5 minutes and we have had a great conversation about Charlie Wilson. I love it. No, because I get it. Because I go up to my homeboy and I only talk about gay shit. I figure that's the only thing we can relate to. I say dumb shit to him. I'll be like, oh shit. I'll be like, hey, I heard Wayne Brady's pansexual. Tell me about your culture. You know, I relate. I be thinking what we can relate to and shit. No, I'm silly. I'm trying to do comedy now because I'm, well, basically tired of dating. Okay. Figure come, hang with you guys. I love comedians. You guys are great. Mostly because you guys are depressed, so we can like put each other's shit onto each other. You know what I mean? So it's therapy. They said get therapy. I said I'll find it. And I'm not too depressed, but I'm like I'm not suicidal. But like if you told me I was gonna die soon from natural causes, I'm gonna be pissed. And I probably hate dating because most of my friends are married, and married people for some reason they only want you in relationships, so they're always trying to put you in relationships. And I figure it's that misery loves company. It gotta be. Why do you think men so happy when they get divorced? Why do you think people talk about, oh no, I'm done, I'm happy, that's over? You couldn't be happy the whole time. Every time you're around a married couple and you bring somebody around, no matter who it is, they're just, I like her. I like her for you. I think you're so good. She does meth on Thursdays and has 5 kids, but she's so good. I just want to see you with somebody. Just be happy. My one friend's wife, she told me, maybe you're just not the relationship type. And for a second I got offended, because I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy. But then I thought about it, like she might be onto something. Because, like, I break up for dumb shit. Like, I break up for shit. Like, okay, I was taking a girl. We was living together, and I'm trying to do shit around the house. I bring flowers on Thursdays. I do the dishes without being asked. So one day I'm going to get some toilet paper. I know it's a toilet paper down. I said I'm gonna go get that. We good. Go to the bathroom. Go to the grocery store. I see which toilet paper, 3-ply. My baby deserve the good shit. Go ahead and go get that. As I'm doing that, I see lavender scent. I said, ooh, they got lavender scent. I want my baby boo to smell like lavender. I'll be back there. It'll be nice. Yeah, let's get the lavender. Let's do that. So I grabbed the lavender. I came home, put it on the rack. The fold facing out. I know better. Because I'm a good guy. And so what they didn't tell me, or what I didn't figure out, was the science that goes into that fragrance of lavender and what all's put in that. I just thought maybe they just ran it through leaves of lavender or some shit, blew it in the air. I don't know. I didn't think that far into it. I just thought lavender booty cool. But apparently it comes with like some bleaches and like other different scents in that, and it makes it feel like the devil's in your ass, okay? It's fucked up. Your ass be itching. And you can't just tell somebody your ass itch. I don't give a fuck how long you been with them. So for a week straight, we're both just walking around the house just like, hey. We're like talking and shifting weight at the same time, but not talking about it. Every time we sit down, we're like leaning one side. Like, you ever like had to go one where you like stretching and you just... No, so like, we're gonna go to the store. Why you saying nothing? So one day she found it. She was cleaning up and she comes to me and she has the pack and she's like, why would you buy this? Everyone knows not to buy this. This is bad. My ass been itching. I think you fucked up my pH. And I'm like, what you? And basically she broke up talking about she just doesn't trust my ability to lead and my decision making. That was fucked up. But I'm cool on that anyway because I don't really want a girlfriend. It's not, well, I don't know. At my age, people think you just scared of kids, because I don't have kids yet. And I tell them I'm not afraid of kids. I'm afraid of baby mamas. I've seen it. It doesn't look fun. Somebody telling me I'm going to have to deal with something for the rest of my life that I don't like. Something that's going to control my life, ruin my life, affect future relationships. Motherfucker, that sounds like herpes. Why the fuck would you wish that on somebody? Herpes is another reason I broke up with a girl. Wait, I mean, not cause me. I don't mean I got it. I saw y'all looking like me like that. Y'all cool. Y'all ain't gotta back up. No, I ain't fucking you. I ain't got it. No, I had just did a show and we were leaving, and I was telling her, hey, we just left. It was for the fire crisis. We was doing a great show for the fire crisis. I'm like, hey, we just left. And she was like, oh, that's so good that you did that. They're so lucky to have heroes like you, and shit, I'm a good guy. So I figured, I'm going to text them back. And I was just like, oh, I wanted to text. The text was supposed to say, we all got heroes. But the O and the P is just a little too close to each other. So I text back, we all got herpes. and I don't know how she took that. She didn't text back. She didn't text back. The bubbles was green. She was done with me. It was cool. It was all right. No, but that's my time, everyone. Thank you. I'm Sean Gooch.
Wait a minute. You can't just do that. Where are we going to find you?
Oh. Right. Well, my name is Sean Gooch. That's SEANGOUCH at Sean Gooch. Thank you.
Oh, it's Gooch.
Gooch.
Gooch. Like
Yes,
Gooch.
ma'am. Like Gooch. And by the way, people, before y'all get to thinking, because I know where you at, you're like sitting there looking like the Gooch. Oh, I know what the guy Gooch is, and like that is my real name. I didn't name myself. Like I didn't just wake up one day and be like, "Oh, I should call myself Tane. That'd be great." Gooch is my real name. But thank you.
And Gooch means in Hungarian? Key.
Key.
Isn't that crazy? If somebody says Gooch, you're going to be like, oh, key. You're going to think about it. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to introduce you guys to something that you guys haven't seen before. Please experience a few minutes of America's sweetheart, Mark Safran.
Yeah!
Oh, well. Aaron missed the whole point talking about the Bible. He's reading the wrong books. The first book you ought to read of the Bible is the book of Enoch.
Yeah!
Enoch, man, that's the book, man. That's the book that teaches you about the Nephilim. You know what the Nephilim are? You corrected my English?
Yes, he's
Of course you are. Good thing Albert isn't here. Anyhow, the Nephilim are the progeny of fallen angels and human women. They're big motherfuckers. Make Arnold Schwarzenegger look like a midget. Some of them were 18 feet high. Then they talk to you about demons. Best books of the Bible. I figure where it fits in. See, they banned a lot of books from the Bible. You know that, right? The good books, right? Maccabees, Judith, right? But the thing that they always suppressed is that God had a wife. Must have been one hell of a fucking divorce. Her name was Lilith. There are actually parts where you can catch where they're, excising all the issues of God and his wife, all right? Unless it was like two aspects of the same. Remember something. If you want to understand the ancient Hebrews, you have to go to Beverly Hills. Because the Persians are as superstitious as the ancient Hebrews. Somebody was in a hot tub in our building yesterday. It was 75 degrees. And Suna says, let's go to the pool. Yeah. We go down to the pool. There are signs up there that says, pool closed. The fuck, the water's in it. The hot tub's in it. It looks cleaner than it's ever been because they closed it and none of these filthy Persians have been in it. Anyhow, we go in there. I know she hates when I do that, but they know I don't like them. Anyhow, the point, and they're not listening either. You pay them. Anyhow, we go down there. The hot tub's great, clean as a whistle. And somebody says, I said, why is this closed? So the woman says, oh, Muhammad says that it has to be closed until the city comes. The city isn't coming to inspect anything for the next 6 years. They are stuck up in Pacific Palisades issuing building permits to Alan Weiss's ex-boss. Because he's the guy who's been buying up all the property up there. He took his $1 billion that he stole from the private equity company, and he went up there, and he's buying up all these houses. You know what he's putting up in the Pacific Palisades? Tract housing. It's going to look like Levittown. $1 million a lot. If $1 million a lot, the man's gonna put up condos. You could put five condos on the space of a nice house. Acres, everything. Yeah. Don't expect it to look the same. Yeah. All right. Karen Bass, she's in trouble. She can't go into a gay bar because she fired that woman who was in charge of the fire department. She's done. Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way. I mean, that's not quite fair. If we want to make fun of anybody, we have somebody who I'm going to talk about in about 10 seconds. Wasn't it? You know what my real problem is? Joy reads off the air. I have nobody to make fun of anymore. some of her unhinged rants, but then they got in. There's a new Joy Reid. There's this minister down south that was cursing out all the bow tie wearing escaped slaves. He called all the people that went to the White House for Black History Month runaway slaves. I didn't get it. He was too loud, and everybody there, it couldn't have been a Christian church. They were all wearing more Ghanan fashions that aren't real from Africa anyhow. They sell them down at the flea market. I know because our cousin did. God knows where they came from. You know, what do they call them? Kittes, whatever it is. I thought that was something bicycle gangs wore. You know? No offense, but you know, we've been on a Mayan run, rewatching Mayans. We ran into Hank in a restaurant. Well, the guy played Hank, right? Frankie Loyal, yeah. And then all of a sudden we find out that we have access to Creeper. Creeper, you remember Creeper? You didn't watch Mayans, did you? No, you really have bad taste in television.
Thank you.
You don't watch enough violence. Mayans was great violence, right? Not big on the sex, but great on violence. And by the way, the people of Israel had plenty to do. Remember, they started out as a small community. God had them in the desert to do one thing: fuck. Constantly. All they did was screw. That's why when they came out of the desert, they were able to kick the ass of all of those people that were trespassing on our land. All right? Because they outbred everybody while we were there. And with all due respect, we ain't gonna be talking about who was it that was messing around. Somebody here. Aaron. Okay, the Ark of the Covenant was the world's first weapon of mass destruction. That's why they had to get the formula right. Because if they didn't get the formula right, it could have blown up in their face like a bad Iranian missile. The ones that take off and then fall down, right? That thing, you remember what happened to people that got in the way of those ray guns coming from the Ark of the Covenant, all right? Then, you know, they had to sneak it out of Jerusalem. They had all these tunnels underneath, look like Gaza. Anyhow, they got it all out, right? And you know where it is now? It's in a monastery in Ethiopia. Now, by the way, the Ethiopians are the only ones, the Ethiopian Jews, who still follow the Book of Enoch. And they're big on Maccabees, too. See, the thing is, they didn't like all these books because they were written in Greek. And the reason they were written in Greek is the Greek conducted a pogrom against Hebrew and Aramaic. So they weren't allowed to write in Hebrew, so they had to write these books in Greek, or the Hebrew books got lost. However, the reason you know that the Book of Enoch is real is how many copies they found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. They didn't find that many copies of Maccabees in the Dead Sea, but it's so funny to you. You don't believe in Nephilim?
I do.
There were some good made-for-TV movies about them, by the way. I mean, when you get down to it, there have been some great biblical made-for-TV movies. I saw one. Is he around? I saw one about the Mormons, about the golden tablets and everything. You know, like that supposedly, you know, this whole group of Jews escaped and they came to America. I don't know why they want to come here. Well, I mean, what were they going to do? Fight with the Aztecs? It was mutually inconsistent, you know, ways of life. Because the one thing, now I'll get serious, to separate the Jews out from the rest of the lunatics in the Middle East was no human sacrifice. We didn't do it. They used to do it. They love human sacrifice. You know, splashing all that blood, killing babies. They still do it. It was called October 7th. Anyhow. Too soon? I mean, if you want to be blunt, be blunt. All right? We got it, man, you know? You get end the Ukraine war soon. Zelensky's still got his hand out. I've never seen a bigger beggar in my life. Right? All the man is, oh, no. This is what he said to Trump. He goes, you didn't give me $650 billion. Trump goes, well, what do you mean it was 350? He said, you didn't give me 350. Trump goes, what are you talking about? He goes, it was a gift. Only a fucking Ukrainian would tell you it was a gift. He said, we're not paying you back for that. Biden gave that to me. And I wish Trump would have turned around and said, and Hunter got paid. I mean, think about it. It's proof positive that he was taking bribes. The man said he didn't have to pay it back. What is the worst thing when your agent tells your debtor, oh, no, don't worry about it. It's my boss's money. We're his boss. It's my boss's money. You don't have to pay it back. But throw a few bucks to my son. 20, 30 mil be good. Then, found out. Excuse me?
I agree with you.
Who's that in the background? Does it agree? Ah, there she she is. Kazakhstan. Love it. Of course you agree with me, because you know what they're like. Take my word for it, you know what they're like. And God knows I'll start talking about Bukharins next. You know, all these people you guys don't even know exist. Bukharins are great. You know where you meet them? Jewelry stores.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay, with all due respect, there are a couple of Persians. Mostly in the low levels. Gold chains and shit. The Bukharins are big deals. What do you mean, damn? Do you expect people to be nice? Go watch a Dave Chappelle show. Dave's not going to be nice. Nobody used to be nice. You had to be nice for the last 5 years. Comedy was horrible. It really started worse when Jamie Masada at the Laugh Factory, yes, I mentioned your name, told everybody after Michael Richards went off and started cursing, no more cursing. It wasn't funny anymore, except Ian Richards. Ian Edwards, a lot of the comics would refuse, and they'd get up there like Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney had this thing that I'm not allowed to say, all right? But they'd all say fuck, at least. We're not allowed to speak, we're not allowed to curse. Fuck. Hey. Sometimes comedy's not funny without a little bit of edge to it, right? You got to get that edge in there, you know? And, you know, I was thinking about it today. I was going to make fun of Lee. Listen, I'm listening to his set, and I know he made a slip, and I'm wondering whether it's a Freudian slip. He said, all my girlfriends. That's when I became convinced he doesn't have a girlfriend. He has cats. He has cats. All right? Who else would say, all my cats? And he's afraid about breaking their toys. You break a cat's toy, they'll go get you. And that was their favorite ball that they stole from you. What's worse is, I'm now stuck with cockatiels. They're fun until they're all over you. And this one won't get off my shoulder, biting at my ear. But he did get the hair off my ears, you know. But he doesn't really trim where I want him to, you know, because he's constantly going after my gold chain. All right? He's a Persian cockatiel. Anyhow, so you know, the cockatiels, my wife and my daughter decided that the cockatiels were being abused in the pot store that they were in downstairs from our apartment. So they kidnapped them in the middle of the night. They walked in there, they said, we're going to take them for a while. They never got them back, you know, claiming they were $1,500. Yeah, please, give me a break. Anyhow, cockatiels teach you one thing. The thing that they teach you is that Jurassic Park was right. No, I'm not kidding. The birds are the descendants of the dinosaurs. Because when you look at the two of them going, with that claw coming out, it's like having two mini velociraptors. I mean it. And by the way, they are carnivorous. Don't ever think that a bird isn't carnivorous. And don't think they're stupid. They are smart. All right? You think about a bird brain, that bird brain really works well. It must be the way their neurons flash. And they have no muscles in their legs. They kind of like waddle and stuff. But we've gotten used to them, except all of my hair. They think Sundar's hair is, you know, a bush that they hang out in. You know? All I know is that I have a profuse amount of chest hair. And these birds are foraging up there, walking around. You see this little thing walking around on my chest going... I'm thinking to myself, it's not the field of greens, you bastard. It's my chest hair. That over my chest hair. It's so funny. You've seen my chest hair before? Yeah, my niece used to pull on my chest hair. That's when she was about yay big. Speaking of big women, her brother, my brother-in-law, liked them big. You had to be tipping $250 before he'd even look at you. All right? So one year, his girlfriend comes over, and she had some interesting hairstyles, all right? But she was big. Comes over with this huge thing to make him a drink. I've never seen so much liquid sugar in my life. You might as well inject it in me and give me diabetes in a minute. She killed him, too, by the way, with all that sugar. You know, he died from a disease that a lot of people have. McDonalditis. All right. McDonald's has killed more black men than slavery. Take my word for it. All right. You know why? It killed my brother-in-law? Because what is it that's the biggest crime in this country? And I'll leave you with this. 30 years ago, I was at a convention about me. please. This is educational. 30 years ago, I was at a convention where they were talking about health in the black community, and they were giving out, scholarships to, black people in medical school. All right? What do you think they were talking about? Same thing they're talking about now. Hypertension and diabetes. In 30 years, the government of the United States hasn't done a damn thing. Now, remember, Joe Biden was there for those 30 years. What'd he do? Nothing. Nothing. All this talk about women's health, abortion, transgender surgeries, they still haven't fixed black men's hypertension. What's the biggest killer of women in America? It ain't lack of an abortion. It's heart disease. And what have they done about heart disease? I'll tell you what they've done. USAID has given $40 million to some NGO, and maybe 2% made it to worship heart disease. The rest went into the pockets of Chuck Schumer and the rest of the Democratic Party. They all had their hand in that pocket. At the end of the day, all right, these politicians accomplished nothing. So you all can hate Donald Trump from today to tomorrow, all right? At least he isn't a politician.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
Well, look what they've accomplished. The politicians in the last 50 years. They've made themselves rich. Nancy Pelosi, really rich, because she likes insider trading. Then we just heard about another one whose wife, his wife had a not-for-profit. She was working, and somehow he kept on passing bills that benefited her not-for-profit. Millions of dollars. It's a giant grift factory. Or graft factory. That's all they do, is take graft. But as long as we're on the historical bent, nothing's changed since the Roman Republic. Why did Caesar cross the Rubicon? The same reason Donald Trump ran for office. Because he wanted immunity. If he crossed that Rubicon, he was no longer had praetorium. Praetorium in those days meant you could wear purple, walk around with a couple of guys and sticks around the axes, and that was their secret service in those days, and you couldn't be prosecuted. But the minute he got back to Rome, they were going to prosecute him. You know what they were pissed off about? He made them rich. He conquered all of France. God knows why anybody wants France, but he conquered all of France and the French, or whatever they were in those days, all right? And they still refuse to speak the right language. Anyhow, on that note, I will leave you all as I travel to New York, all right, where I think it's slightly warm for New York, 45 degrees. I notice I have my coat of many colors.
Come on, might be finished. I might be finished. Come on.
What, finished with what?
Go.
Goodbye.
I didn't mean it like that. I want to say A-OK. Let's bring it up with One Punch Jay. Let's do it.
How y'all doing tonight? So I go by One Punch Jay because originally I did MMA. And it wasn't my opponents that was kicking my ass. It was narcolepsy. It had me in a chokehold. And having narcolepsy is like having erectile dysfunction. It'd be hard for me to stay up. And I don't just take one nap, I take them throughout the day, like a heavy rotation, kind of like how your stoner friends smoke blunts. You having blunts in heavy rotation, that's how I take naps. And when you have narcolepsy, it's like, it'd be hard trying to find friends and shit, because they be saying shit to me that's offensive. Like shit said offensive to a narcoleptic. Like if we hanging out and it's time to leave, they like, all right, bro, stay up. I'm like, bro, I can't stay up. Why would you say something like that? Or they'll say something like, if you snooze, you lose. I'm like, bro, I done took naps all throughout this whole day and I ain't lost anything. So you trying to say because I'm sleepy, I'm irresponsible? And dating is hard too, because I don't want somebody with narcolepsy like me, because that's two sleepy motherfuckers. And my dad used to say that sleep is a cousin of death. So if we have a baby, it's probably going to come out unresponsive. I want my baby to have a normal sleep cycle. So I got to find somebody with narcolepsy, because scientifically, if they can't stay up and I can't go to sleep, I cannot go to sleep, they get half of the genes from their mom and their parents, so it'd be somewhere in the middle. They have a perfect sleep cycle. So Facebook paired me with something like that, but that shit didn't work out. We couldn't see eye to eye. Our sleep cycles in the line. She was up and I was asleep. That was half our arguments. You feel me? And I fall asleep anywhere. Like, one of my favorite places to sleep is in a car, but I don't have tinted windows. And falling asleep in a car without tinted windows is like having sex without a condom. It ain't no protection. I fall asleep during sex too. Like, I'm a productive sleeper, so why not take it, like, you feel me? When at red lights, why not take a nap? I'm not going nowhere. If I can keep my foot on the brake, you feel me, and I can wake up right when the light turn green, I'm good. Like, you gotta take naps that make sense. I'm a sleep time tasker. I fell asleep while my girlfriend was having sex. She was giving me some neck, and I fell asleep and she got mad at me, and I was like, look, God funny, because look, I got narcolepsy, but my dick got insomnia. So as long as he up, just keep going and I dream about it. That's why I don't like Malcolm X. He was too active. He did too much, like, fighting, and I wanted to fight back. Martin Luther King had the right idea. He had a dream. You can only dream with your eyes closed. Anybody here ever had sex with a girl that's missing a limb? I recommend it. I had sex with a girl. She got 2 arms, but one of them missing a wrist and a hand. But she never missed a stroke. It was crazy though. Like, like normally when you have sex with a girl, like, sometimes they like to scratch you and stuff. And she was trying to grab and scratch you with her nub. Can you just imagine this? Like, all in one, like. And, like, when you lose stuff, like it heightens other stuff. So she was missing a hand, but that thing down there gripped like one. Oh man. Anybody in here been to college, or anybody been to college? Graduated? Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Me too. Anybody been to jail? Graduated? Like, when you go to jail and college is the same. College ain't nothing but fancy ass jail. Like, when you graduate from jail, you get fucking parole and an ankle monitor. When you graduate from college, you get a diploma and high student loan debt. That first day is always weird. When you're in jail, somebody comes sit next to you like, what you in here for? When you're in college, somebody comes sit next to you, hey, what's your major? And depending on what you answer, that's determines how they're gonna respect you or not. You can't be in college with no fucking major like fucking theater. They're like, oh hell, that's like being a rapist. Like, you tell somebody theater, they're like, man, I ain't fucking with you. 10 years from now, you don't have no job. And then they both got colors. In jail, you get an orange jumpsuit for free. In college, you gotta buy a fucking sweatshirt from the bookstore for an arm and a fucking leg. And then we both call home for the same shit. Anybody got any friends in jail, they always come home, call home like, hey mom, you think you can put some money on my books? When you in college, hey mom, you think you can buy my books? Same shit. And they both got gangs. Jail, they got gangs. College, they got fraternities. Gangs. Because they got hand signs, colors, and we got dead homies too. We just call them dead founders instead. So now when people bang on me, I bang my fraternity back, because I joined one of them gangs. We moved way from LA all the way to Alabama and joined Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, the greatest fraternity in the world. We wear blue and white. We like the Crips of the Greek world. People walk up to me, they be like, hey, where you from? I'm like, nigga, I'm from Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Deuce Club. They call me Narcolepsy. They're like, oh, so you think you tough on the dead homies? I said, I am on the dead founders. We real steppers. Man, my mama hate the fact that I sleep a lot. But them don't be the reason why we argue. We argue because she can't remember my fucking name. Like, how you name me and forget my name? Like, she get the first letter right, but the rest of the name may be wrong. Like, my name is Javon, but she be calling me Jalen. She's like, Jalen, get in there and turn off the light. I'm like, mama, Jalen not here, but I got you. She's like, shut up, you smart mouth little boy. And she had a nerve to go get a fucking smart house. Somebody who else name she can't remember. She been here talking about Alexis. Turn on the lights. I'm mama, who the fuck is Alexis? That's my virtual assistant. Her name is Alexa, mom. Watch this. Alexa, turn off the light. The light turns off. And I look at her and say, see, you need a smart ass mouth for this smart ass house. She been going smart house crazy. Like, she been getting shit don't even make sense. Like, she got rugs that you can't walk on. Like, if I was in my mama's house, I couldn't walk on this rug. She got saunas you can't sweat in. She treat her sauna like a toilet. You know how like when people come do the number 2, you like flush as you go. I gotta wipe as I sweat in her sauna. And then it's the smart toilet. It got everything. It got a heat on the seat. It got a bidet, and it shoots you from the router to the tutor. It shoots you from the front and the back. So she treat her toilet like a TV. Most people hide the remote control to the TV because they change the settings. She hit the remote control to the toilet because somebody changed the settings. So I want to go use the restroom. She tell me to sleep with to do it with the doors open because you know I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, and there's heat on that seat. So yeah, that shit comfortable to make sure my legs don't fall asleep. So I fall asleep. I'm sitting on the toilet and shit. When you sleep on the toilet, you gotta goddamn put your head in your lap like this. And all I hear is, Alexa, turn on the bidet. And I was like, oh shit. Mama, you didn't tell me that the toilet was a squirter too. Now I understand why she was mad about them settings, because she don't got a roll. She got a bidet. She be goddamn getting that dual action from the front and the back. It be doing shit that men don't do. Men don't eat ass. That bidet be in there eating her ass with warm water. Just shh. Shit feel kind of good too, not even gonna lie. Man, my dad used to whoop me when I was a kid, but I used to make him mad because I didn't cry because I have a high pain tolerance. And like he used to try to do fucked up shit, but it never worked in his favor. Like he used to make me get whooped in the Superman pose. Arms out, legs up. But this is uncomfortable. But on a bed, you can see how this would be comfortable, and you know what I did. Narcolepsy kicked in. He told me to do the Superman. I turned to Super Sleepy Man. So he was mad as fuck. So he had to figure out something better. So he started getting creative with his punishments. He made me wear orthopedic shoes to school as a punishment. The shoes, the 2 straps. Me and my grandpa had the same kicks. Don't let us be going to church. We had on the same fit. Suspenders, the pants pulled up with the orthopedic shoes. I used to hate tying my shoe. Every time I went, whoosh, they're like, get the straps. I tried coughing when I did it, just like a sneeze. They're like, oh, this nigga got strep throat. I'm gonna wrap it up. I couldn't get no popper girls with them shoes. I had a girlfriend, and she picked on like me. I loved it, because that means she wasn't getting fucked. But she had diabetes, but we called her BB, because when it was time to check her blood sugar, she'd go beat, beat. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. My name is 1.J. Don't sleep on me, I'm gonna sleep on y'all.
Give me a second. Oh my God, you know something? I fall asleep all the time. All the time. No, you have no idea. All the time.
Every night.
No, I wish. It's just terrible. I'm coming. Listen, guys, I'm going to take a run to the airport, but I want to bring up this next comedian. And who's going to rap? Billy, do you think you could finish? Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll dance at your wedding. I'm going to be there. I'm going to take, if you didn't pay, please make sure you pay. If I took your pictures, please make sure you call me. You have my number. I got to take my phone back, though, my other phone. Sorry, IG. We have to get a new IG here. Oh, my God, he's so loud. Where did he learn to whisper? In a helicopter? Give me a second. Thank you. How do I post it? We'll do it later? Can we post on it later? Thank you. Listen, guys, if you could follow us, that would be so nice. If you follow the LA School of Comedy, that would be so great. And what was your name again?
What'd it do?
I don't know.
That's what she said.
I know. Last night. They're going to finish. She's going to post this real quick. And we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We do podcasting here. We have acting classes here. And I'm going to bring up Billy because I have to take my husband to the airport because he's got to get to New York and not go to jail. And do you have my pocketbook? What are you going to pull on this? I know. You don't love me. I love you guys. Give it up for Billy Ramirez.
Sunda, is that the list? Is that the okay? All right, I'm just checking. Thank you. All right, well, I'm a little discombobulated now that I got to take over hosting duties. All right. Oh, dang, Aaron. Sorry, my name is Billy Ramirez, and Aaron outed me as the undercover Latino that I am. Yeah, I like being an undercover Latino. I can't do that now, but one of my favorite things to do, like when I introduce people, when I meet new people, is go, hi, I'm Billy, person of color, nice to meet you. Or like if I'm in public and I see someone, I don't know, maybe like kissing their dog like directly on the mouth. I could just turn to someone and be like, white people, right? This is ridiculous. I'm not white. Anyway, sorry, I was just a little. What do I want to do? Shit. So now it's different because I have a set now, but I got to talk in between people. So whatever. I don't know. That's what happens here at LA School of Comedy. You might end up on the lease. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so my name is Billy Ramirez. I am Latino. I like to call myself a middle-aged muchacho, which is just my way of telling you that I refuse to grow up. I'm in my 40s. I'm not married. I don't have kids. Any parents in the house? Come on, use your last bit of energy for the day and give it up for yourselves. One of the reasons I don't have kids is because it's not that I don't like kids. I like kids, but I like uncling kids. There's a time limit to uncling kids. Like parenting kids is like it's all day, every day, like forever. It feels like as far as I know, it's still 24/7 job, possibly even longer. And I'm just not ready to do that kind of commitment. Like what I would like to do right now at my stage of my life is, if I could lease a child, that's what I'd want to do. Like, cause I right now I would jump in on a 36-month lease on a pre-owned 2022 model. I'd probably pay extra if the kid's out of diapers. Maybe there could be some like longer lease terms, like maybe like a 72-month option where you take them in as a toddler and then you turn them back in right before they start to get all long and gangly, seemingly made up of like nothing but elbows and knees, and they start to have opinions on things and share them with you, and they got these buck teeth. And I have one specific friend's kid in mind when I'm describing that, and I'm hoping that all my friends with kids eventually start confronting me about that joke. It's like, hey, Billy, just a quick question. The joke about the really annoying, gangly kid? It's not about my kid, is it? And then that would give me the opportunity to be like, heavens, no, why would you think that? But if you do think that, please tell me in exacting detail why you think that is, because I could always use new material. Let's see. So I don't know. Maybe one of the reasons I don't have kids and I'm not married is because I haven't fully grasped all of my quirks and eccentricities. Is that how you pronounce it? Eccentric, whatever. Yeah, that's the word. Like for example, I once accidentally ended a relationship because of how ticklish I am. Yeah, it's like, some people are ticklish, and I don't mind telling you that because I'm violently ticklish. Like when you hear that someone's ticklish, you might want to tickle them, but no, do not tickle me. Tickle at your own peril. No testicles. You keep your testicles to yourself. Like when you hear when you hear the word ticklish, you might envision like an adorable child just giggling, and there's butterflies and sun rays and whatnot. Like I'm not that kind of ticklish. I'm the kind of ticklish that if you tickle me, you might have to end up buying new furniture. Like yeah, it's like, oh damn, Doug, I am so sorry. I did not mean to suplex your grandma, but she tickled me. What am I gonna do? I think she'll be fine, but the coffee table's toast for sure. You know what? Just to make sure, I'm going to press her life alert button just in case. But like I said, I once accidentally ended a relationship because of how ticklish I am. And what happened was I was just standing out on the balcony, staring out into nowhere, nothing. She comes up behind me, tickle, tickle. Oh, my good Lord, I am so sorry. Let me see your nose. Let me see. Oof. Full Picasso. Holy cow. Oh, man. It's not that bad. It was pretty bad. And that was also the start of her blue period. I also, just for the record, want to say that Aaron did not tickle me. That was all his own thing. Yeah, those bandages are, he didn't sneak up behind me. Another reason I don't have kids is because they're expensive, right? Especially if you want to feed them and insure them. And like with the state, I mean, recent events have shown us how Americans feel about the American insurance system. So I think based on that, you know how on your driver's license you can designate yourself as an organ donor? I think just with the way American insurance is now, we should have more options. Like, for example, how about do not resuscitate? I think that'd be a great option. Like, because just imagine you get in a car wreck, you shatter your neck, and you end up a quadriplegic. Do you want to be a quadriplegic for the rest of your life and then foot the bill for it? Like, no, it'd be great. You just have a do not resuscitate sticker on your license, which is in your back pocket, which is now tucked under your chin because you got in a car wreck, or I don't know, maybe a more reasonable solution could just be with, with the way ICE is running around and wrangling people up, maybe just drive around with a fake Mexican driver's license and you'll end up with free healthcare and a free trip to Tijuana. Maybe get discharged with one of those long margaritas. And then, when I think about dating and all that, sometimes, there's self-reflection going on, and I think I'm boring sometimes. Like that, I wonder like I'm just a boring Middle East man. Like sometimes I wonder why I even do comedy. Like I don't have an exciting background. I've been in digital marketing for 20 years, and that's all. Just sit in front of a computer, just doing computer things. I've never had a drug problem or crazy divorces. But anyways, I do know why I do comedy is because I love comedy, and I'm also attracted to careers where it's nearly impossible to make money in, like stand-up comedy and drumming and writing and staring out the window, looking at the squirrels. I'm middle-aged, and I still have a dream of trying professional wrestling. Like, that's the kind of dreamer that I am. Like, I should have a dream of being, like a CEO or something. Like, no, but maybe professional wrestling as a middle-aged man. But it's going to be a reasonable character, considering my advancing age. Like, he would walk out to the ring wearing polo, nice khakis, a polo shirt, and the freshest New Balances you've ever seen. And he'll carry a tote bag full of braces, bandages, and balms, and he'd only take reasonable requests. Like, but did you say ladder match? No, you climb that? No, I'm not climbing that thing. Ladder match. How about a bladder match instead? We just sit in the car and see who goes the longest without peeing. So I mentioned squirrels, and the reason I mentioned squirrels is because when I'm at home working on my boring digital marketing work, sometimes I like to stare out and look at the squirrels and also feed them. And I love feeding the squirrels I visit my back patio. When I started with one, it's a she. I know it's a she because she climbed up my screen door and basically flashed me for some peanuts, so I could tell it was a she. But I started feeding her just like a little bird seed that I found at the local pet store, and then I just put it in a little bowl. And I don't know if word got down the squirrel pike or she told her squirrel friends, but more and more squirrels started showing up and fighting over the seed and just making a mess. So I decided to switch to peanuts, and they love the peanuts, and I love feeding them the peanuts too, because they just grab the peanuts and then they go. Like they just go, to their little squirrel tree, and then they just basically turn it into like a squirrel drive-in. I tried to turn it into a squirrel Sonic, but I couldn't find my roller skates. And they also don't have a car, so it was a dumb idea all around. And then sometimes they'll just show up and with their little paws like this, and it looks like maybe they're begging, like they should have a dusty hat, like, please, sir. I don't know why I give them an English accent, but just like, please, sir, may I have a peanut or whatever? And I hand them the peanut, and they look so adorable, and I just can't resist feeding them. Now, but I think by now you know that I care about these squirrels. So I looked up what I should actually feed these squirrels, and it turns out that feeding squirrels too many peanuts is bad for squirrels. But none of these websites tell you exactly how many peanuts is too many peanuts for squirrels. So now, when I hand one of these adorable, beautiful little squirrels a peanut, I wonder, is this the one that's going to start liquefying your little adorable squirrel bones? And I don't know. Like, that's the thing I'm worried about. Like, I should be worried about the bone health of my wife and children, but no, instead squirrels. So every time I hand them a little peanut to a squirrel, I just wonder, like, oh man, is this going to be the one? I don't know. But like I said, no one tells you how many peanuts is too many peanuts. But if you're on the west side and you start tripping over furry bags of squirrel soup, it was too many peanuts, and I'm very, very sorry. Thank you. My name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me at billyramirez.com. And hold on, I got to do this. Or who wants to go up? Let's just do that. Yeah. You are in for a treat. His name is Hunter White, and I have no rhymes. Sunda does all these really cool rhymes. I don't know. She might have been a freestyle rapper. I don't know. I got no rhymes, but please welcome to the stage Hunter White.
Keep it going for Billy. I feel like he was in School of Rock as a child. The Jack Black movie. I want to make a note. This is not the first time I have found drugs at a comedy club. This is the first time that is Imodium. so I can't get you high, but anybody not want to poop? How we doing, everybody? For those who don't know me, my name is Hunter. I used to be really into politics. And then one day I smoked some DMT, and now I really like trees. This is not written really, but I had like a weird day. So I've lived in LA for like almost 3 years now, which is weird. And I've never gotten starstruck. But today I saw Keanu Reeves at work, and little nerd me was like, "Oh, it's Jesus! How we doing, everybody?" I saw him through the door, and I was like, "That's not Keanu. No, that's not him." And I was like, "Oh shit, that's him. Be cool, be cool, be cool." Anyway, that was my morning. It was a good way to start the day. I started driving this last year. I'm 31. Thank you very much. It's cool. I like driving. But no one is impressed when you start driving as a 31-year-old, right? When you're 16 and you get a car, it's like, oh my God, congratulations. Welcome to the real world. And then you're 31, get a car, and you're like, cool story, bro. Like literal children do that. And robots. Did I get cucked by a Waymo? Yes. Thank you. I don't know. It's in my grand plan of trying to grow up. I guess I'm trying to grow up, which is like a weird realization to have, because like I thought I was grown in my 20s, but I'm realizing maybe I just had really bad role models. Right? Like my role models growing up were artists and comedians. And now I know those are not role models, right? Those are causes of concern. Right? Like I thought I was grown sitting on a New York City floor smoking cigarettes all day. Yeah. And then I met my girlfriend and we moved out here, and she comes from a not broken home and is a therapist. So we have different ideas of what being a grown-up means. She's all like getting your taxes in line, going to the doctor. I'm like, fill all the gas up and buy everything in cash. Maybe someone should have told me my financial habits of my idols. The same as criminals. It's good. I like growing up, though. It's cool. We're in couples counseling. It's good. I don't know how it's going. I think I'm winning, though, so there is that. No, it's cool. You learn things about each other in counseling. Like, are you guys familiar with attachment styles? Yeah, I learned I'm avoidant, which means I don't want to talk about it. Moving on. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad that worked. I was like, it doesn't have a hard consonant, but I think it's very funny. Also, I just got to say, you four look like you met out by the dumpster in middle school. Right? And all of you brought something different to huff. Right, like you brought Sharpies, you brought resin, you brought fucking cassette cleaner, and you brought air duster. Like, let's go! Segue, I don't own a gun. It's like, despite being named Hunter and being from the great state of Georgia, I don't own a gun. It's not for, well, it is. It's for mental health reasons. Not because I'm like worried I'd use it on myself, but more like on an idol of the system. Right? Like if something catastrophic happens and I do something drastic, like I don't want to hurt another person, so I have two options. End it all or start a revolution, everybody. Let's go. Right? Like I can either be the next statistic or like a hippie Vladimir Lenin. What are we doing here, people? Did you just point at him and be like, he's plotting revolution on Discord? Yeah, it's not a workers' revolution. Dorks on Discord. Let's go. 2025. Woo! No, I don't want to talk about Elon Musk. No, okay. I just want to say, it's really unfortunate that Elon Musk is our most prominent autistic person. That's just a bad look, right? Because, like, I have a lot of very autistic people in my life who I love and care for deeply, and I promise you, saluting, not their thing. That, like, thing at the convention, that was not, like, an autistic moment. Right? The autistic moment was later when he didn't understand social cues and wouldn't shut up about how we got to go to Mars. It's like the train's got to run on time. Elon, it's Mars. They'll figure it out. Back to what we were doing. No, we don't have revolutionaries anymore. Like, that kind of went out of style until our boy Luigi showed up. You remember Luigi when he video gamed that CEO in the street? Just bang, bang. You know what? I was like, this dude does not like me. He's got cool shoes, doesn't like me. So thank you. I win. No, but like the whole argument, like, oh, is what he did justified? I honestly don't really care. Like, I don't have an opinion. I just support that someone did something, right? Because, like, everyone talks. I do this, I do that. We all talk a big game, but he showed up to work at 6:30 that morning, you know? And, like, a lot of our generation, or older people not of my generation, are like, oh, my God, this random act of violence. How could anyone do this? And everybody else is just like, it was not random. Not at all. And I'm like, I wouldn't have done it, but I imagined it. And like he imagined it, and like we all imagined it, and Luigi manifested it. Like, that's kind of nuts. Like, I don't have an off ramp to that, but we're just going to keep the energy into the next part. And like, after they caught him, all anybody talked about was like, oh, he's so cute. Luigi's so cute. All right, cool. But before they caught him, he was the coolest dude around, right? Because he was a mystery. Like, where'd he go? Oh, he's in the park. Does he have disguises? A getaway car? He's going to take a train, a bus. He's going to get to Canada. Guys, none of that happened. He took 2 trains and a connecting bus to a Pennsylvania area McDonald's. He started as like a hot hitman and ended as the Hamburglar. Like, he didn't plan. Thank you. God, I wish I was as high as you. No, but the thing about Luigi that nobody talks about. God, I'm on a roll. This is great. I was so sad before I came here, guys, because, you know, whatever. But this has turned it around. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, boy. Huh? Anyway, going back. The hell was I talking about? Oh, we'll get to Mickey. Y'all, okay. I was talking about nitrous. Anyway, so I was born in the 90s. I don't know if this is where I was, but we'll go with it. And I feel it's hard to like stay positive about like where we are in the world, because the world, right? So I just think about where we've come from versus now. Because like I came of age in like the early 2000s, and there was just like a weird, creepy vibe to everything. Like, I don't know if I was molested, but I disassociate an Abercrombie and Fitch. You know what I mean? Thought that would work better. I don't know. Something about just black and white thirst traps and that smell. I just dissolve into a shrinky-dink. Okay, Mickey Mouse. I said I'd do that, so let's do this. This is fun. AI. I know you guys aren't not necessarily fans. I've talked to y'all about this, but the thing about AI art, right? When all that came out, I was like very excited. I thought like AI art is like really cool. But like as time has gone on, it's just not exciting anymore. Like to me, AI art just feels like it's given the ability for people who couldn't draw in middle school to now draw dumb stuff like they are in middle school, right? It's not like thought-provoking art about the human condition. It's like, big-titted Bugatti. Or, cyberpunk Elon Musk in Yellowstone, right? Or like, Mickey Mouse doing nitrous, voting MAGA. Hi, boy, how you doing, everybody? Okay, I said I'd get to that. You guys have been great. My name is Hunter White. You can find me... Thank you so much. You can find me on the internet at My Name is Hunter, or this Wednesday at The Mix in Pasadena, brought to you by the one and only Patty. But for now, give it up for the one, the only, the wonderful Billy Ramirez. Okay.
The door is locked. The door is locked. You need a key. All right, let's get this going. We got a lot of people to do some comedy here. We got this. He hasn't been here for a while, but he's a favorite LA School of Comedy. Please give it up for the comedy of Albert Linton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
I guess I was looking so bored to bring me up.
I'm sorry.
Let's do this. There we go. Thank you so much. You can help me up too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm all right. I'm good. Okay. Hi. How are you guys? All right. My usual response to that is I don't really give a shit. I just thought I'd ask because I don't have anything else to do. So it's good to be here. My name is Albert Linton. Actually, my real name is Albert Nathaniel Arthur Linton. I don't use it because the initials are ANAL. So this ain't no full of slow folks. Because some of you look like you're trying to spell it. I'm from Florida originally, Jacksonville, Florida, a little poor town when I was a kid, very poor. My parents were poor, but they were unusual. They kept me. I was so poor, my watchdog ran away. We didn't need a watchdog. If a burglar passed our house, we mugged him. One time a burglar broke into our house, all he got was practice. And a T-shirt with my initials on it. It's ANAL. I hated school. I always fell asleep in class. I'd fall asleep and get a hard on at the same time. My desk would tilt over and wake me up. Just in time to see the teacher coming toward me. And the teacher always said the same thing. Now, can you stay after class? No, sir. I got to go, Joe. So I've been thinking a lot about money. And because money is really cool if you have it. If you don't have it, then it's not so cool, is it? And as a rule, comics generally don't have money because comics are pursuing the dream rather than pursuing money. Isn't that right? Because when I started doing comedy, you guys remind me of me when I started doing comedy. Those of you who are doing comedy now, because it's it's lonely as fuck. I can remember being on the road in places like Oklahoma, South Dakota, North Dakota. Arizona was okay, but you can't stay there because they're really racist in Arizona. I think it's the heat. It's hot as hell in Arizona. And man, everybody was broke. We'd be sitting around the comics. Back then, you did like Tuesday through Sunday shows, and they put you up in a condo. So the comics would be sitting around talking about how broke we are. None of us had money. If one of us had a car, they were like the king, So, and that was one way to get work, to get a headliner to take you on the road with them, is to have a car so that they could get to their next gig, And that's how that was a way you could get started in the business and, practice your craft. So that's what we did. I don't know what people do now. I don't really care. I don't care. I don't even care about stand-up comedy anymore. It used to be so important to me. I mean, I would sleep and eat. I breathed stand-up comedy. I was always writing. I was always running I started in Houston, Texas. We had like 5 clubs. I'd be running from one club to the next, boom, every night trying to get on stage, get that stage time, work out those jokes. I could care less now. I go on stage, you don't laugh. I don't give a flying frick. I don't care, so don't laugh, I'm over it. But, so I've been thinking a lot about money. And I was talking to a woman I know. Her name is Natalie, and she gave me you guys believe in affirmations? It don't matter if you don't. But yeah. So I have some affirmations I want to work on. And these all have to do with money. And this is going to be really creative because I'm trying to find what's funny about them. Because typically affirmations are kind of like, they're always straightforward, You try to use the least number of words to express the complete thought. So there's not a whole lot of words in there that you have to remember. So it's like, my determination and drive allow me to succeed in life. That's a good affirmation. It's just a few words, right? But it's kind of vague, because it says determination in life. I want money, period, right? I want a lot of money. I want so much money that Elon Musk will come and talk to me, that Donald Trump will invite me to the White House or Mar-a-Lago. I want so much money that Warren Buffett will say, well, how'd you do that? How'd you make all? I stole yours, Warren. No. Love money. I know it's supposed to be a sin to love money. Isn't that true? Like the love of money is the root of all evil, but that's BS. People are the root of all evil. We always do this shit. Money is an object. Objects don't have determination. You've never seen a faucet that could actually turn itself on and off. Okay, that may not be true anymore, but it can. You have to go and you have to wave your hand or some kind of stuff like that. Objects are always determined by people. So if you believe that there is such a thing as good and evil, then you have to lay the blame on people. You can't lay it on an object. Like money is the best thing that ever happened to civilization, I think, because it allows us to exchange goods. Right, and develop relationships as a result of that. The entire world economy is based on the fact that there is a medium of exchange that allows us to trade. And trade is the greatest thing that ever happened. Otherwise, we'd still all be in our little village, afraid to talk to people in the next village or trying to steal what they have or stuff like that. I like the Bible. Someone was talking about the Bible. I like the stories in the Bible, and I've just thought of one, and I don't know exactly where it is, but it tells the story about a particular tribe, as they called themselves back then, and the women of the tribe went down to the watering hole or the river or whatever, I'm assuming it was a river, to wash all the clothes. And while they were down there washing the clothes, a group of guys from another village saw them, went over, attacked them, captured them, enslaved them, and took them back to their village, right? So they stole these women and were going to use them as their slaves. Well, the guys from the other village said, no, those are our women. So they went over and they attacked that village, killed those guys, and took all the women back to their village. I think that's a great story. I just find it fascinating, that even way back in biblical times, and I don't know how many years ago that was or how many centuries. I don't get involved in that discussion. How old is the Bible, right, and that kind of stuff. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I like the stories. That's one of the ones that I like, Anyway, it's a good book, as books go. And it's like there are stories in there, and you don't have to believe the stories, but they're still stories. And you can tell them as stories for entertainment or to, develop your path in life, because there's a lot of really good wisdom in the Bible. So, I like Solomon. The Book of Solomon, the Songs of Solomon. I particularly like Solomon himself. Solomon had 1,000 wives or something like that. Can you imagine? Because I like women. I love women. I'm like a woman fool. I see a woman, I go to strip clubs and I just give away my money. Hey, you can have it because you're a girl. I don't care. You don't have to dance. Here's my money, right? I can see a woman on the street. I'll just walk up to her and give her money. I'm here. You want this? Just smile at me, please. Anyway, I like money. So I have some affirmations about money. Say, I celebrate every win, no matter how big or how small. I get happy. If I win, like tonight, I'm doing a set here. I'm celebrating that because, I did it. I got lost downtown. Thank you. I got lost downtown tonight because I'm freaking old. And that's what old people do. And I found my car. Right? And I'm saying, oh my God, I'm getting better. I'm actually getting older. So I celebrate every win, no matter how big or how small. Now, this one is good. I like it. I got to try and see it. The more money I make, the more people I can help. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because there are a lot of people that need money, but they don't have the information up here to get that money. And you see them on the streets. They're homeless. So if you have money to spare, then you don't mind helping someone like that, And I'm like inclined to do that because, like I said, when I grew up, we weren't poor. We just thought we were poor. But there were many days when we didn't have food. So in that sense, we were poor because the welfare cheese hadn't been delivered yet. So, we were thinking we were poor, but we weren't. In retrospect, we weren't because we had a place to stay. And most importantly, we had family. We had each other so we could share our misery in front of the fireplace. And misery loves company. And it'll cease being miserable if you have other people around you. So you have people with you, the misery goes away. Right? So I like that particular affirmation. And what do I have, 10 minutes left? I got 5 seconds left. So I'll do this one. The greater my income, the greater my ability to inspire the world. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm on a couple of shows on TV. You can see me on LASC. It was on just yesterday on All Black, the gym stations. It's called LASC, starring Miriam Bashir. I'm also on the Black Hudsons, which features Ernie Hudson, and I have a new show coming out that I'm on called Hags, which is about me being a slut among all the old people at the Senior Citizens Center. And you can find me at Albert Linton Comedy on Instagram, or you can find me out near the dumpster trying to get laid. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, sir.
Once again, Albert Linton. He has an IMDb profile. All right, this next comedian is fresh off winning a kickboxing tournament in Thailand. Don't dispute me. Please welcome to the stage, Yelena Kovaleva.
Thank you. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Great set today. I have some comments about some sets. Okay, where's Aaron? Aaron, you want to sell your daughters to the slavery?
Why not?
I want to sell my mother to slavery.
Not the Bible.
And sir, I love your wisdom. The more money we have, more people we can help, right? Mr. Shirt. So you were talking about distance relationship. When you have a distance with your girlfriend, you have a better relationship. So when I have a distance with my mother, I have a better relationships. Guys, I'm gonna complain a lot today. Today I had a very tough day, and it was very tough months. I'm gonna tell you why. But first, I wanna wait. Oh, by the way, Billy, you said that you don't want to have kids. Right now, after me take care of my mother, who is 65 years old kid, I don't think I want to have kids right now. Like, really, when you take care of someone such a long, it's not even a long time, you really get tired. Okay, guys, I want to introduce myself. So my name is Yelena. I'm from Kazakhstan. Thank you. The land of Borat. So have you seen Borat? Yes, I think Borat is very sexy and handsome. That's the type of man I like. Even me being from Kazakhstan, people still ask me about current political situation because I'm half Russian, half Ukrainian, and I don't care about that anymore. Because all I care right now is about my mom. Oh my God. Listen, I couldn't, it took me 4 years to bring her here, so I couldn't bring her here. Now I can send her back. No, guys, you don't understand. She arrived. Finally, she flew from Kazakhstan to Hollywood. No, the deal was, Mom, you're staying for max 2 months. That was the deal. And then, for the first time in her life, she saw a palm tree. And a handsome black guy. And she said, wow, I'm sweating. I said, Mom, we call it wet. Without asking me, she decided to stay for another 9 months. What? 9 months? I just started fucking my ex-boyfriend in my apartment. Just started. I was waiting for this 3 years because I'm in love with him, and she arrived. I'm like, no, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. I'm like, okay. I found the job for her, and I taught her how to use the LA Blue Bus. She was never home. Half of the day she was at work, and half of the day she was on the bus. I thought I solved the problem. And then she quit, in 2 weeks. I'm tired. I'm like, Mom, I need my space. And she moved to another side of the couch. I said, not that space. I need my privacy. It's been already 6 months since you arrived. I want you to leave. I'm a big girl. I want to live by myself. It's 1-bedroom apartment. Bye. So I took her credit card and I got a ticket to send her back to Kazakhstan. Her credit card, not mine. Guys, I'm not spending money anymore. That was too many expenses. I was counting days. 2 weeks left. 10 days left. I bought a beautiful lingerie and I called my ex-boyfriend. 2 days left. Guess what happened? You think she left? Nope. I walked into the living room and the message was, "Bitch, I'm not leaving, I'm staying." She was on the floor. When I saw that, like my first reaction was not like what happened. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You have to be on the plane in 2 days. Like, what's going on here? So she didn't answer. I called 911. And the ambulance came and 4 handsome guys walked in. I forgot about my ex-boyfriend for a while. I was like, wow, at least I know where to look for a husband. Are you going to take her? They said yes. I said, are you going to take me? They said yes. We don't speak Russian. We need you to translate everything. So, guys, she had a stroke. Yeah, it's not a joke. It's funny, but it's not funny. You know, it won't be funny. You know, it won't be funny if she didn't have a flight. But when you're really like waiting for someone to leave and this person has a stroke, you're like, this is a joke. So, but thank God, you know, she had a surgery. She's alive and healthy. So I'm very grateful and thank God, thank you CLA hospital. And I want to thank myself for my patience and for my nervous system. So I'm dealing with this the whole month. Every other day we're in the hospital for the blood work. Her blood was on a perfect level. She has a flight this Friday. Guess what happened? Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. No, the blood level came like bad results. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you have a flight in 4 days, you have a like bad result. I'm like, Mom, what do you want to do here? Like, do you really want to live with me? Like, I don't understand your actions. But guys, a little bit like, I'm gonna really want to tell you something. This is a little bit out of comedy. Have you ever noticed, like in life, when you don't want something consciously, your body starts to react. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. When I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna fuck another guy. I'm gonna fuck another guy. You know, like, my ego, my brain wants to fuck another guy. My soul doesn't want it. And you know what happened? So I scheduled, okay, this weekend, I'm gonna fuck another guy. And guess what happened? I started having my period. Like, all over, like, I'm like, no, guys, I swear, it happened to me like 3 times. Like, when you don't want to do something, really don't want it, your body starts reacting to it. I'm going to give you another example. That's really not a joke. Like, I'm going to give you another example. Like, I have a friend actor. He's like, not famous, but he's a very successful actor. And he gets used to when people want to see him, so they come to him. I'm like, I don't care, I'll come to you. I don't fuck you, you know. I can drive to you hour and a half, that's okay. So, and it was like happening consistently. And one time he invited me to the party, and I have to again drive like hour and a half. Usually, like, I don't do it. I don't know why I was doing it in this case. You know what happened? I got a temperature. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, she doesn't want to leave. My mother, you know what I mean? And I'm very pissed about it. So because I'm like, I don't understand, like, because she kind of wants to leave, but she doesn't want to leave. And my life is organized that way, guys. So I work from home and I work with men and I work with video cameras. Guess what I do?
Fans only.
Fans only. I didn't hear that for a long time. Fans only. No, I'm gonna open the OnlyFans page for my mother, or I'm gonna send her to the whorehouse if her insurance is not paying all this UCLA luxury shit. No, I work in tech. So when a developer,
Pimping your ma to tech.
you gotta catch up. So yes, I work in tech. Like when a developer, oh poor man, oh my gosh, this is my sad face every day. So I used to be happy. I'm like, hello everyone. Okay, so what I do, you know, I do before meeting. I do like this. When I get the blood results, I'll do like this. Oh shit. Fuck, the blood is bad again. She's not gonna leave. Hi guys, here's my stand-up report. What did I do yesterday? I was fucking crying. Okay, all right, so what I do. So when developer builds the application with the code, my job is to make sure that developers build it with the quality, which is never happening because all developers are men. And I always tell a man what he does wrong, and I love it. I do the same when I'm in bed with a man. I just tell him, the combination is incorrect, your code is wrong. So I'm single. Like for a while. So my mom, she wasn't here. I was single. Now it's just forget about it. Now I'm like single, fucking forever. No, God, not forever, not forever. No, listen, we have to be careful with what we're saying loud. Like especially, like right now, 2025 that's the year when you have to really care. Like be careful what you're saying. So not forever, God. I'm gonna be single for another couple days. Tomorrow's what, Tuesday? No, okay, Friday. I'm performing comedy show. After that, I'm gonna have sex with my ex-boyfriend. Even if my mom, she's not gonna leave. I'm gonna listen. You're gonna be in the living room. I'm gonna fuck with my bedroom. I don't care anymore. That's it. You're gonna just put earplugs in your ear. That's it. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna drink, and I'm gonna invite all my men to my house because I can't live like that anymore. You have to see me real. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I got to check the list. Are you going up? Okay. Are you going up? All right.
Am I on the list?
Yeah, you're on the list, but
The first one here. Just
wait.
Everyone's gone.
Wait, who's Will?
I do. I wrote.
Yeah, I was trying to figure who's Will. Okay, all right. Well, then in that case, let's give it up. Oh, here we go. It's a twofer, and I don't know if that's the reason why there's two chairs up here, but give it up for the comedy of Art and Abby.
And I also don't like what we did last time we were up here together. What do you want to do? Should you sit on my knee or something? What? I don't know. Like, and you can be my little marionette puppet and like.
Abby looks like Sam. More like a ventriloquist.
Hi.
Take this shit off.
Okay, it's fucking hot because there's so many fucking people here today. Jesus.
How's it going, everybody?
Hi.
That's Abby. I'm Art. We're doing a documentary on this place. So, just context. We've been coming. Yeah, thanks.
Last time I got to hold the microphone, and now got to the microphone first, so I get to hold the microphone again.
Cool. Anyway, we're doing a documentary on this place for school. Multiple people now have been like, wow, a full movie? No. What the fuck?
What do you think we are?
What do we look like?
And also when we do the documentary, this needs to go.
That's gotta
fucking go. That's new. I've never seen that before, and it's gotta fucking go.
I got a roommate who works at Snapchat and also apparently here, because that's fucking insane. Anyway, so yeah.
What were we gonna talk about? Again, I have to stand today, and that's fine. But
want to sit?
No, because then you're gonna be so much taller than me. When we look like clowns when we're together. When we walk around together, like we exit my very small car, and everyone looks at Will like, how did he even fit in that car?
It's also just breaking constantly. We were gonna first talk about the upcoming Oscars, Abby.
Yeah, because we're film majors. Sorry. Yeah.
So we have to care. Well, we don't have to, but we choose to care.
We choose to care.
And this is a bad year to care. It sucks. Oh, it's a bummer, man. A lot of shitty movies. Anyone heard about Amelia Perez?
Amelia Perez. It's like if Mark was like going to become a doctor, go from a lawyer to a doctor.
Oh my God! Real quick, sorry. I think you during Mark's 10 minutes was maybe the most confused I've ever seen a person look in my life, and that was so validating and just awesome. I was just watching you. I was like, this is fucking sick. Sorry. Anyway, that's how I looked watching fucking Amelia Perez.
It is. You have actually an image of our good tall friend there watching Amelia Perez dumbfounded. Because there's so many layers to it.
It's like if someone adapted the middle of 3 different novels, kind of, as one. You know, it's like every time it kind of has a plot. It's like, are you guys fucking bored of that shit? Yeah, us too. What if she did this insane? I won't spoil it, but oh man. Anyway, what else? What have you seen?
What I saw, I saw Wicked. I saw Wicked. I saw Wicked 3 times. Sorry. Yeah, I liked it. Sorry. Yeah, I saw it 3 times. Yeah. My mom purchased it for me on Amazon Prime. Yes, I have Blu-ray access to all the behind-the-scenes footage of Wicked and how they built the sets and planted all the tulips.
So, like, a couple years ago, Peter Dinklage started complaining pretty publicly about, like, the representation of dwarves in movies. And then he went ahead and played a mocap goat in Wicked. Did a British accent and was like, goats are oppressed. And it was fucking...
And he eats it.
That's all.
His voice fits so... That was really funny. I saw Nora.
I didn't.
We've each seen half of the movie, so yeah, come with.
Watch Nora for no good reason.
You're kind of. A lot of people are complaining that film doesn't have an intimacy coordinator. If you don't know what that is, it's like when there's a lot of sex scenes on a film set, they'll have someone there who's like, I guess, a professional of intimacy, and be like, no, don't put your hand on her butt, or like, no, that's okay. If you don't feel comfortable, you can take a 5-minute breather. But then we also have to do this sex scene, and you do have to be completely naked.
I got a question. What do you have to? How good at fucking do you have to be to get that job, man? Like, that's sick. That's the best fucker in Hollywood, I guess.
Do you think they ask for your body count when you're applying to be an intimacy coordinator?
I would assume. I assume that they like kind of do it in a field way where they like, they scout talent. Like intimacy coordinators have to like successfully sleep with an intimacy coordinator scout 3 times.
Do you think that sex with an intimacy coordinator is good or really bad because they're trying to like make it like a sex scene from a PG-13 movie?
How many years on the job?
4.5.
Too technical. Yeah. No. They're gonna have a name for everything. They're gonna no. Out the window.
So like
trainee.
a trainee intimacy coordinator. But Nora, I love Sean Baker, the director of it. He did the Florida Project, and I really liked it, and it was really good, and I really liked it. And there were Russian people in it, and it was really good. Shout out Russia. I don't know anything about Russia. Mm-hmm.
That's true. And the first transgender actress is nominated.
That movie features a sexy bald man. And it might just be like a me thing, but Aaron, I love a bald head. It's like imagine like feeling have you ever been bald?
What the fuck kind of when I was a baby?
I'm just like I'm now. I've never been bald. I'm a girl. My hair's always been long.
I've never been bald. I'm a girl.
You want to play that card right now?
Sorry. Going back to what you were doing.
I want to be bald and feel the wind on my scalp and like feel how light that would be. Like I would do that all the time just to kind of like feel air going through my skin, my scalp pores.
No, you don't.
What other movies? But yeah, hot bald man in Nora. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, anyway, I was trying to say that Amelia Perez also has the first transgender actress nominated. most evil person ever, I think.
Like she's like a Latina. I don't know her specific ethnicity, but she's a Latina trans person, and she's shitting on every other different community.
If you have a name, you showed up on her Twitter. Like if you were a person with a birth certificate, she has insulted you specifically.
She's insulted you specifically during the year of 2020 on Twitter.
She was on it.
Was it pre-transition that she was making fun of all of these minority groups?
It was. So what does that say?
So what does that say?
I don't know, Abby. What do you think that says about the transgender community? Go ahead.
I think that maybe
You're not saying anything yet.
maybe it's a step up from Caitlyn Jenner. I don't know. I don't know. I guess anything truly is, but she's a very small step up.
Oh, yeah.
A curb, perhaps.
That's the only context in which Caitlyn Jenner can be called small, I think. But yes, that's true. She is a very small.
Is Caitlyn Jenner big?
I assume. She kind of scares me.
Have you met Caitlyn Jenner, Patty?
Don't ask him about Caitlyn Jenner. He has stories.
Kind of tell me when to stop. Just kidding.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, anyway. Why Jesus? God.
I don't know. It's just like you seem vulnerable on that stool.
I was. Okay. Anyway. Say a new thing. I'm scared right now.
Say anything. I'm scared right now. Will's scared today. Will's scared today because like we didn't expect to be here this long. Even though we love this place and I would totally sleep here if I could.
I'm just talking.
And we're just kind of talking today because we've been doing so much for the past 72 hours that our brain doesn't work no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I had a thing I wanted to say. I don't fucking remember. So that's cool. I'm nervous.
He's peeling up. It's this never happens. It's because Will Grishevsky's here. Another Will.
Yeah.
Art Will.
This is terrible.
It's pretty bad from us today, but after this, we're gonna hit the road and. Yeah.
No, keep talking.
You've made everything so much funnier tonight. Thank you for your presence. You can find me on Instagram at my name, Abby J. Rosen.
Yeah, that's good. I'll be there too.
He's somewhere on there.
Okay. Bye.
Let's give it up for the Art and Abby show. Abby, that was nice key grip work there with the cable.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so we're down to our last two comedians. We're in for a treat for our next one because I'm dying to find out what the answer is. Please give it up for next comedian. What it do?
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Yeah.
Hello? There we go. Hey. So, what it do? In 2025, I'm coming out the closet, y'all. Yeah. I identify as a Lispertarian. Yeah. That means, as a black and Arab skater, I tend not to hold my tongue. When I let my tongue fly, I lisp ain't far behind. So, how you guys doing? Salutations. So, we just had Valentine's Day, and typically I always forget it. But now I never will, because I had a divorce on that day, and it got finalized. So, what it do is available for you. I've been going out to a lot of nightclubs lately, trying to get back in the game, because let's be honest, you get horny. And, I've been getting a lot of attention. And it's crazy when you're with a name like What It Do, people still try to tell you what to do. My friends will notice, the attention I'm getting, right? And they'll be like, hey, she's looking at you, go holler. And I gotta be like, yo, chill. I got a lisp. It means I gotta be a strong silent type, like cat lisping. People tell me I look like a Shamar Moore type. Till I start talking, and it's more like Shamar No More. And they start walking. It's crazy when people hear the lisp for the first time, they typically go, you really sound like that? While black people just think I got the tism. Which is wild. How you gonna get clinical diagnosis from social engagement? This shit better than Kaiser. When white people hear I got the lisp, they just think I'm retarded. But hey, I don't mind, y'all. Give me all the pity. I make that shit pretty. I was able to finesse a house out that bitch. 5 years of rent control. Then these motherfuckers want to give me a speech test. Man, they knew I couldn't stay unhoused without lisping. The conspiratorious nature of all this shit is hella lispy. You know what I'm saying, man? When you got a lisp, you notice words hit different. Like, why are the most crucial fucking words in this game so fucking lispy for no damn reason? Consistency? Successful? Damn, y'all, do I really need to be more specific about the statistics? I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It's suspicious as hell. Can you imagine me trying to deal with the fucking cops? Half the time I'm trying to put in a report, they ask me, sir, have you been drinking? No, motherfucker. I got suspicious ass, suspect ass niggas all around my ass. Help! Let's be real, man. Cops don't stop the crime. They respond to a crime that you report. With all this, what you say? The motherfucker's gone. Ain't shit got done, man. I'm stuck in the fucking struggle of life, y'all. It's weird, man, because this lisping shit is, like, really everywhere, man. It's contagious. Like, I got diagnosed with MS when I was 29, multiple sclerosis. Look at God, man, with the sense of humor, man. Like, he hears me saying this shit. This is lispy as hell. Like, what the fuck is sclerosis, y'all? Now I got multiple? Shit crazy, man. They make up these fucking words and abuse your ass with this shit, right? I asked the motherfucker, like, yo, is there a cure to MS? What are my options? He's like, no cure, but we got better than nothing treatment option. So I was like, damn. This shit's like the Matrix, y'all. I gotta take a red or blue pill to believe this shit. Crazy part about it is when you realize Dr. Oz's billables are hope and fear. And you believe that shit, well, there's a Kaiser over here. You know what I'm saying? It's a money game. It's a money grab. Sometimes you're gonna laugh. But the price of comedy is tragedy, you know what I mean? So you gotta rock with it sometimes, you know? But it's crazy though, too, because, like, I asked them all the details about this game, you know, like, do you know where it comes from? The X, Y, and Z's about the process. And it's really like, they don't know, but they know how to get paid for it. My treatment option costs $70,000 a month to do nothing. You know, 50% is a failing grade in any school of thought, right? So less than 40% of maybe is really a great business model. You know what I mean? $70K a month? Man, that's a dream job. It's crazy when you realize you're worth more sick than living. Right? I didn't mean to bring the mood down, but this is what happened, y'all. Shit, life's real. If you ain't ready for the punches, you ain't gonna be ready for the fight. That's why I'm here tonight. And that shit just went down on me. That's crazy. My bad. You gotta pay attention, man. Keep it alive, y'all. Something I want to call out though. Driving in fucking LA is miserable. It's 2025 and it really hasn't gotten much better. Now I see autonomous driving cars everywhere. So you mean to tell me the traffic problem's about to get any much worse? You know what I mean? Like every time I'm driving these streets, all I see is LA Breaker fans. You know the type, man. All brakes no go. Give it up for the brake show. Man, these ain't the Lakers, y'all. So they don't got that Magic Johnson court vision. So nobody passing anybody. All I'm saying, if it takes 45 minutes to achieve 7 miles of distance in this fucking country, guess what you ain't doing? Paying attention to driving. Half the time you daydreaming. And this last daydream, I came to the realization that, the last 8 years has really felt like a really bad Marvel movie, y'all. Like a really bad one. We ain't got the multiverse, y'all. But we definitely are living in the millennial verse, where a lot of shit don't make sense. Anything can happen. A boy can be a girl can be a boy. Iron Man's now the villain, and Captain America is black. And then they give him wings so he looked kind of white. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, y'all. Speaking about Captain America, look at Donald Trump. He think he's Captain America saving the world, but all he's doing is capping America. He's a lying motherfucker. All I'm saying, he's been lying left and right. And I've seen the outrage everywhere. But guess what hasn't happened? Him failing. He's been winning. He's been winning. So does that mean lying is the root of all evil? Or the price to success? Man, that was lispy as hell. And you know in a Marvel movie, there ain't no Superman coming. But in reality, we got our Uberman on the way. And we definitely know there ain't no Wonder Woman. Just women wondering why they ain't in charge. You know, it's crazy. Now I hear the trend is a villain era. Oh, wow. Get ready. And have y'all seen the new nail trend? That means a female can cut you like fucking Wolverine. I told you it's a Marvel movie. Y'all pay attention to me. I'm saying, man. I'm just saying, keep it real with yourselves, man. Like, if Jarvis is supposed to be AI, right? I really got more questions than answers. Like, is this going to be what takes over the world? Does this really mean that a livable wage is never going to be possible? Because they keep finding a way to get somebody else that's not even a human to take your job? And if technology is supposed to make life better, why all this shit keeps stressing me the fuck out? I ain't seen an invention yet to work. Hey, here's an idea. How about we put a button on the TV so we can find a remote?
Amen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's so.
That is smart as fuck.
No, see, no. This is 2025, y'all. That was a revelation. We don't need more Teslas, y'all. We don't need more Teslas. But you know what? Hey, don't steal that shit because patent pending. I already know how it goes in the world. I say this to everybody. It takes 300 times to make sure it's solidified. All right? I've been doing this 285 times. We got 15 more tries, y'all. Then we're going to change the world one joke at a time. Yeah, one joke at a time. You know, I just got a divorce. I talked about it, right? And I'm going to go in a little more detail. The best way to describe this relationship is when love turns into a situationship. You know the type. When you both got undiagnosed IBS, you're just full of irrational bullshit. You heard too much shit, you seen too much shit, you got too much shit on your mind. Man. I love it when life's full of shit and all you need to use is the bathroom. But you can't find one that's open because it's a public restroom. I want to understand one quick question. What do they think is going to happen when you ask to use the restroom and they deny it? I'm going to hold this shit? Or your wall's about to get a design? Good question, man. I ain't trying to... I don't know. I guess I got like 5 seconds left, so I'm going to end on this note. It's 2025, y'all. So if we can't do better, you know Marvel movies got sequels, y'all. And they got prequels, y'all. And we got at least another millennium of this bullshit. If we don't change today, I'm what it do. That's all I got to say.
Still working. There we go.
No, why doesn't everybody leave and then I'll go up?
Yeah.
How about everybody gets up? How about that? How about that, middle-aged muchacho? How about it?
Well,
I'm the oldest fucking person here. I have less time than anybody else. God damn it!
Do you see the energy that you're exuding, Patty? This is exactly why.
There's still people here. Why should I go up now?
All right, we're done. Do we want to be done?
I'm the only one left. That's why people are here. I'm waiting to see you go up. Get off the stage!
Everyone, give it up for Patty.
Get off the stage!
I love you guys. I really do. I love you. That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because you do know, like, I'm the second person here. And I'm the oldest person here, so technically I don't have the time that you do. I'm going to be dead quicker than all of you. All of you. I do love What It Do. Give it up for What It Do. Was that amazing? That was amazing. I really enjoyed that. And what I like most is your mustache. That's a fucking... I wish I... That's a great mustache. It looks like a Haitian dictator's mustache. Which I could never get away with. I could never get away with that, but I fucking loved it. Give it up for him. He was fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to finally get here. And by the way, during the time this mic took, Elon Musk has had 3 more fucking children. Just thought you want to get that. People don't know he has 3 more children than Nick Cannon, and that's a fucking accomplishment. I saw a GoFundMe up to get Nick Cannon a vasectomy the other day, and like I have children. I have 5 children. 5. I'm a practicing Catholic who likes fucking practicing. And I'll tell you, the truth is, I have 5 children. I know all my children's names. Barely. Barely. If I had 15 children, that's why they name them like, do you know what Musk named his last kid? Technus Mechanicus. Fuck, I'm not lying. And like Nick Cannon's first child, he named Candace. His last child, he named Billionaire Minoxidil. Because you can't remember all those children. Like my dad, the bar was way lower when I was a child back in the dark ages. Because my father would look right at me and not know my name, right? And the fucking fucked up thing is I'm named after him. But it was different. It was a different fucking time then, is what I'm saying. The different expectations. My dad, he never told me he loved me. What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding? What the? I fed you, didn't I? You fuck. That's if I tell him I love, which I do every once in a while, I'll say, Dad, I love you. Go, what the fuck? You fucking queer? But that's what you get from men of his generation, And I'm not that way with my children. You guys, I'm just looking out at you. You're fucking beautiful. You're a beautiful, fucking good-looking group of people. All right, give it up for you. Now, in all honesty, there's a couple shitbags here. But I'm not going to point that out. Look, guys, I've been around a while. They're everywhere in life. There's going to be a shitbag or two. Don't trip on it. Don't trip on the fucking shitbags, or that's all you'll go around talking about, this shitbag or that shitbag. Fuck a bunch of shitbags. Get together. Be beautiful. Love one another. Stop tripping. Stop tripping, like looking at me and making assumptions. Like, you know what happened to me today? I had to renew my driver's license at the Santa Monica Department of Motor Vehicles, and the woman who took the pictures there, her name's Virda. That's her name. Her name's Virda. She referred to me as broke down Robin Thicke.
Oh shit, Robin Thicke, that's crazy.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
But I didn't fucking think it was funny until she referred to the person behind me. I referred to the person behind me as crackhead Rachel Maddow. That shit was funny. He didn't like it. He didn't think it was funny. But that's the whole thing in life. It's funny when shit happens to other fucking people. Also, I'm looking at you. I'm digging you. I'm liking you. I'm digging you. You're hot. Is he a hot young man? If you ever go to jail, I'd like to go with you. You got the cap. You would keep me in cigarettes and toilet wine. I have all the fucking. I just had a flashback. About 7 cigarettes, though. That's about what it would take. 7 cigarettes. Ollie. But when I see you, I see me as I was exactly fucking like you guys. Exactly. Lonely and horny. Just horny and fucking lonely. You know what I mean? I was once proof that you could cry uncontrollably while fully erect. That was me. I wasn't always this cool dude who stands here before you. Right? You know what I mean? I'll tell you the truth. I was briefly a spirit animal to incels. Only we didn't call them incels then. We just called them fucking losers. And I was a fucking loser. Dropped out of school when I was 15, to go to cake decoration school. You know how fucked up you gotta be? They wouldn't even let me near the oven. Just cake fucking decoration school. Got kicked out of fucking cake decoration school in 6 months for an inability to spell and a meth addiction. You try spelling salutations without your fucking Google machine. It's hard to do. You know what I got? It's called a GED. And if you don't know what that stands for, you probably got one too. It's just a fucking loser. It's all, And now, look at me. I made it, baby. I made it. I'm here. I got a wife who loves me. Kinda, sometimes. And I know I married the right woman because I married the wrong one first. Well, it was fucked up, man. That was rough. I married her at 19 and raised her as my own. It was a mixed marriage, though. I'm Irish Catholic, and she was a sadistic Jehovah's Witness. She couldn't get off until I slammed the door in her face. But you know, here's the thing. I'm going to say something. This is a trick. If you don't know this trick, man, dig this trick. Okay. Towards the end of a relationship, that started with love. We fucking hated each other. I don't know if it's ever come to that for you in life. It does sometimes. It depends. We hated each other. So I want to fucking, if you ever had sex with someone you can just fucking barely stand, it's hot. It's fucking hot. You should try it. Really, you should. But I think my wife now, I think she's losing interest in me, you know? She just cut down on sexual positions. She cut down on sex. She's just to 3, you know, which is fine, but 2 of them don't involve me at all. You know, what am I paying for Pilates lessons for if she's not fucking flexible, you know? My wife's a tiny Filipina. She's 100% Filipina. I'm 100% Irish, which makes culturally our children tall Mexicans in LA. I don't know if you know, but that's how we're made. And we have a hall pass thing going. Clap if you know what a hall pass is. Yes. My wife is a teeny tiny Filipina. She's about 5 foot tall. Her hall pass is Idris Elba. She fucking loves Idris Elba. She loves him. You know what she calls him? Hot Black Jesus. She fucking loves Idris Elba. I'm a true comedian. My hall pass was soon to Kronquist, but Mark found out. He got fucked that up. And it was Joan Rivers, but then she died, and you got to draw the line somewhere. You know, I'm not that type of a freak. Then, briefly, it was the Cholula hot sauce lady. Wow, am I right? Give it up. Give it up for Cholula hot sauce lady. That bitch is fine. But you know what I found out? You know what I found out, muchacho? Not even a real person. Not even my wife didn't tell me. She let me go. Not even it was never going to happen. So now my hall pass is, strangely enough, Idris Elba. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. How much time do I have left?
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes. How about that? So I'm just going to do about 15, 20 more minutes for you guys, if that's okay. I had a young lady, a homeless maiden, and I walked out of Trader Joe's, and she was there, and she called me Hot George Bush. Which, you know, I'm neither a Republican nor a sexy war criminal, but if you put hot in front of it, I'm 61. Give it to me, baby. I'll take it. So I'm giving her $5 because I do show love. You know, we're all human beings. We should love each other and stop, like, getting mad. You yell at homeless people. The poor person lives in a box a refrigerator came in 2 weeks ago. You think your fucking anger is going to make any difference? It's not. It's not. So anyway, I'm giving her a $5, and a guy gets out of a gold-plated Mercedes. He's walking in, and he goes, you know, she's just going to spend that on drugs and alcohol. I said, that's what I was going to spend it on. So, you know what I mean? Go fuck yourself. It's just not right. Well, listen, I want to say this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been mediocre. No. Give it up. You guys are sexy. You're hot. I like you. I really do. And I want to tell you this. It was worth the wait. Yeah. It was worth the wait. So I do want to say this because, you know, there's a little more yang than yin in this room. You know what I mean? There's more testosterone in here than a gay rodeo. So I'm going to leave you young men. And this helps women in the long run. We're a couple testicles short of the Senate subcommittee on women's health issues here. It's just for the gals. That's just for the gals. But a little wisdom for the gentlemen here. If you are lucky enough to find a woman's G-spot, make a little mark there. It makes it easier for the next guy. I'm Paddy, PADDYFORCOMEDY. I am at the Mix every Wednesday, and I book a show. You've been tremendous. Let's get it up for the middle-aged muchacho himself, Billy Ramirez.
All right, Patty, I know you're dying and decomposing, but I stand by my decision of putting you last because you are the best. Give it up once again for Patty. So, and give it up for yourselves, for your patience here. It was a hell of a set. For Aaron running the ones and twos back there. Give it up for me. For everyone, all you comedians, everyone watching, I've been Billy Ramirez, Middle Aged Muchacho. Please join us again for Wacky Wednesday, and we're out.